I don't know where the time goes. It has now been 7 months since my Mohs surgery, 5 months since I posted my Mohs surgery video, and that video has now become our most popular video. It's our most watched video, which is pretty incredible. We got a lot of great comments. We got new subscribers from that video. So I think it's time for a quick little update. So in the last 6 months, I've gone to see my dermatologist 2 times. I go every 6 months, and this last time, which was just last week, he said the area where my surgery was looks really good. And I'm not going to show you where the actual surgery was. Hey, puppy, don't go looking at that video now. You can try to figure out where the actual surgery was on my face. Now, each of those 2 times, I did have 1 new basal cell, 1 on my chest, 1 on my back. But the good news is none were on my face. The only thing that I had done on my face recently was, some freezing of the dry, flaky skin and the keratosis stuff. So if you have dry, flaky skin, go see your dermatologist. It's the start of skin cancer. That's what actually got me to start going to the dermatologist. I had skin that was dry on my forehead, on my face. It just wouldn't go away. It didn't matter what you did to it. So go see your dermatologist. It's the start of skin cancer. And hopefully you don't ever get basal cell or anything like that, but just to be on the safe side, go. The good news is both of them were very small, so we didn't have to do any type of destruction. When he did the biopsy, he got it all removed, so I don't actually need to go back to do a destruction or anything like that. Right? He got it all on just the biopsy, which is why it's so important to go to see your dermatologist every 6 months. You nip this stuff in the bud way before it becomes an issue. So one of the first questions that I get is, how soon did you remove the bandages off your face? So for me, I removed the bandages the day after. 24 hours later, I removed the bandages, I took a shower, and I did not put any bandages back on. My doctor said it was fine. But I did use Vaseline, petroleum jelly, for a full month on the spot where the surgery was. As far as massaging, after 1 week, as soon as the stitches came out, 1 week later, the stitches came out, that's when I started massaging the area. My dermatologist or my Mohs surgeon also said I could start massaging the area right away, so I did. And, I started off just light pressure on the area, and after probably about 2 weeks or so, I started kind of making it more pressure on the area. I don't use any real crazy products on my face, but some of the things I did use, and I still continue to use today, that I'm a big believer in, I use this MSM facial gel, and this isn't anything magical or anything else. This has got MSM, it's got a few ingredients. I try to use products with the fewest ingredients possible. So this is one of the things I put on my face a lot. The other 2 things that I did was with a swab, one of those little circular discs, or you can use a cotton ball too, but I like the little swabs. I used a combination of DMSO and just straight up glycerin. So the 2 of these things combined, I would just put on a pad and put on the area so that it helps in the healing process. And you can do your own due diligence on DMSO. There's videos out on there about DMSO. If you want to see a really good one, there's an old one on YouTube from 60 Minutes from years ago. Go check that one out. And another thing that I do quite often, or I did do a lot, was I used one of these. Now this thing's from Sephora. Yeah, it's pink, it's rose color. It was the cheapest one, that's why I got it. And I never thought I'd be actually doing a video where somebody would go, holy mackerel, you've actually bought a pink roller? Who cares, right? Nobody's gonna see it. Now, of course, a couple of thousand people will know that I used a pink roller on my face, but who cares, right? Anyway, I would use this probably 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening. Now, sometimes I just use it on my way back and forth to work. Usually while I'm listening to a podcast on how to make a better video. You can be the judge on whether that's working or not. And, just do this, and now you actually know where the scar actually was. So right here is where the Mohs surgery actually was. And the good thing about this is the smaller one too, you can really kind of put pressure on there and break up the scar tissue. So I just kind of go back and forth with that. And just do this, flip it around, do this. And what's really nice is if you're like me and you like sleeping in an ice box, this gets nice and cold. It feels freaking really awesome on your face. And that's the other thing that I would do on that. And I still do this for months after. Even every once in a while, I still do it now. Once the scar tissue starts to break up, you almost forget it's there. So like right now, I don't feel any tightness in my skin. I don't really even feel any puffiness. There's a smidgen bit of puffiness still there where if you touch it, you can kind of still feel it. But other than that, I don't feel it. We all know that no one wants to, have somebody digging in your face and having potential scars on your face. But I'm going to just give this as a little bit of word of advice. If you get a basal cell on your face, take care of it sooner rather than later. You'll be so much happier if you actually get it taken care of while it's small, so they only have to go in there once. Get it taken care of, one and done. That's how it happened to me. I was in and out in probably like an hour and a half, if that. You can watch the other video to actually see how long it actually took and what my scar looked like after a day and 2 days and a week and a month after. So until next time, Nautisphere, out.